Hey everybody, welcome back to One Seed, One World. So this area here behind me may not look like a whole lot right now, but during the summer, this was a beautiful long row along the garden or the greenhouse pathway of all different colors of zinnias. And what I've now come out to do today is to collect some zinnia seeds to be able to use them again next year. And so I just wanted to show you a quick update on how you can also save your zinnia seeds if you want to not have to buy more next year, or if you had particular ones that you were very fond of that you want to save the seeds and grow them again next year, that you can do that. So let's collect ourselves some zinnia seeds and show you how that's done. So right here we have a head of one of the zinnias. And you see it's got all these petals on it that are dried out. Basically a frost hit all this stuff over the past week. And so what was left of the flowers and whatnot have all kind of died off. I got a little spider in there. Hey bud, let's put you somewhere else. So once you get the petals off, you have kind of this cone-shaped area that's left. And you want it to be dried out. You don't want it to be like damp or spongy. I mean, it's going to be a little spongy, but not, you don't want it to be moist or anything. You want it to be dry. You pinch the head and pull out, just kind of pull it apart. It's going to fall apart. I can get it on the camera like that. And then in here are all of your seeds. Once you pull out bits from the cone, you're going to end up with a mix of like chaff, which are kind of like these like little long skinny pieces here. But then see these ones that kind of look like little arrowheads? That's the seed that you're looking for. And so then you will just separate out that chaff from like the chaff is just petals left over. But like all these little ones right through here, that's all of your zinnia seeds. And you can just kind of go through and collect them from each of your flower heads, however many you want to collect. You're going to get tons from each of those cone heads. So you see in the bowl here, this is everything that I've removed from some of the flower heads. Now this is a mix of both chaff and the seeds, and you at this point will have to separate the chaff from the seeds. And it can be a little bit tedious, but there is an easy way to kind of get rid of most of it. So I have them all here in this bowl, right? All this chaff and seeds. Now the seeds are a little bit heavier than what the chaff is, which is just kind of like leftover parts of the cone and the flower petals. But what you can kind of do is blow on your bowl lightly. You kind of see some of the chaff coming out here. And you don't want to do it too hard because you'll blow the seeds out too, which you want to, save those. And you could probably hold this in front of, I don't know if you could hold it in front of a fan. That might be too much wind actually. It's just a little bit easier to kind of do it this way to separate your chaff from the seeds. Of course, some of mine are swirling back in, but I'm getting them all kind of all up on one side. But as you blow up or blow on it, the chaff will kind of float up and then fall away, and you'll end up being left with all the seeds in the bottom. So ideally, you want to save the seeds from maybe some of your bigger flowers because those will be more hardy, I guess. You know, instead of saving ones that from plants that didn't do so well. Just like when you save seeds from any other plants, you want to kind of pick some of the biggest and best to save your seeds from to get a better crop next year. I had here in this one bed, along with my tomatoes and beans, I had put a couple of the zinnias back here, and they were these big, beautiful purple flowers. And so I definitely want to save some of these. Now, ideally, when you are saving your zinnia seeds, if you want to maybe separate them so that you know what colors you're saving. Problem I had was, with the exception of this one or two back here that were the purple variety, all my other ones were just a mix to begin with. They were all different colors. I mean, I had pinks, reds, oranges, yellows, purples, whatever else. They were all kind of mixed through. And so I don't know what all colors I'm grabbing at this point, but I want to continue a mixed bag, as it were, to grow along my pathway every year along the greenhouse. And so I'm okay with saving a mixed batch of seeds. And then next year will be a surprise to see like what all I grabbed and what came up, and I will mix it with other ones that I have to kind of get a full border going on. But that's really it for saving your zinnia seeds. Just before you pack them away, make sure that, just making sure I'm not sticking the bowl up against my microphone here. You know, just make sure that they're dry before you start saving them and packing them away, because if you have wet seeds, then, you know, you've got chances of them basically getting moldy and then not being any good next year to plant. So I'm going to gather some more heads here today. This was just a small little sampling to kind of show you, but there's already probably at least a couple hundred seeds in here, if not more, from several different flower heads that I had grabbed. So, and I've got plenty more to choose from before I then start taking out the plants and cleaning up the area. There you go, saving zinnia seeds, easy. It takes just a little bit of tedium to get rid of your chaff, but other than that, they're pretty easy to collect. And with having your dry seeds, then you can just put these in a storage bag, keep them in a cool, dark place. Doesn't have to be cold, but you know, like in your pantry, in the cellar, someplace that's dry and dark. Keep them over winter, and then you can plant them again next year. So hope that was helpful. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Please subscribe to our channel. Whatever's going on in your neck of the woods and your seed collecting for the end of the season for next year, I hope it is going well for you, and we will see you again soon. Have a great day. Namaste.